Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, we were resuming and hopefully getting ready to finish the trading subquest. And that part of it was actually kind of nice with the, oh, I don't even know what word I wanted to use, but the situation with Jersey, that was definitely a nice resolution sort of thing with her. Now then, we got this scarf that we need to take to a place. I have the guide open in order to know where to take it. This is probably one of those things that I could figure out myself, but it would pretty much require going everywhere and hoping I happen to get lucky enough to find the person. So in this case, I don't mind using the guide. Let's see here. Got the promo photo. Got the ceremonial scarf. Okay, I need to take it to Lamoon Fields in Lalia. Lalia it is. And we want to go find a dirt merchant. Dirt merchant. Where was dirt merchant? The only dirt merchant I can think of was the one inside the cave out here. Am I able to get to dirt merchant? SK says he travels around. Alright, well, let's try to find dirt merchant then. Might also offer us the opportunity to find some new affinity fragments or talk with folks about new things. Speaking of talking to folks, I have been informed that the situation with these K nectars, the person who repeatedly gave me one, that was in fact a glitch. And for the sake of fairness, I might sell away some of those. Maybe. So SK is saying that he might be in Lamoon Tundra. Or Lamoon Tundra. Actually, I think somebody told me that. Well, this is an easy place to explore at this point. No more wind, and the enemies are going to be... Well, for one thing, we can just run away from these guys. Even if we do have to fight, they're going to be easy to take down. Well, hey, as long as I can keep just running away, no reason to use any of those anti-encounter items. I should have started from the end of this place. Oh, these guys we have to fight. Well, this won't take long. Get a little money out of it as well. It's kind of satisfactory to fight old enemies like this. These guys who had given me so much trouble in the past, I'm now able to take it down in one hit. Oh hey, I was right! And as it so happens, I was just about guaranteed to find him, or find that affinity fragment because it's right near the dirt merchant. That said, I'm definitely glad I'm using the guide, because I would not have thought to go into a different dungeon in order to find him. I would have gone through all the towns in the game, and then proceed to attempt the dungeons. So I wonder what affinity fragment this one is. I would say possibly agility. Not sure offhand who I'd want to get that too. It's you four humans again. We seem to run into each other quite often in our travels throughout the world, don't we? The merchant exhales a gust of frosty breath and coughs. Yeah, we remember you. You really saved us in tough spots sometimes by showing up when we had no root beer left to recover from monster attacks. That is a weird thing to say. But, man, aren't you cold there, buddy? You poor soul. Icicles are forming on your eyebrows. You must have been out here for days all alone. Are you lost? No, it isn't that, elf lady. Shiver. Many people in Lemune come by this way as they travel to the eastern parts of Laelia at this time of the year. So as a merchant, it is my utmost duty to be here to provide for them, no matter what form Mother Nature's wrath may take to hold me back. It's just that... Ugh, I did not expect the tundras to be quite this treacherously cold. I was not well prepared. You're telling me, Mr. Merchant, they don't make winter cloaks for Serena's tinier creatures like myself anymore, so I understand what you must be going through right now. Achoo! That is an interesting thought. Clothing for fairies. I guess there aren't many fairies hanging around right now. We've only seen a few during this adventure, so I guess there is not much demand for clothing for fairies. Makes me wonder what happens whenever their clothes start to wear out. Maybe they just make their own, perhaps? It's definitely an interesting thought. Ergonomics for people of different races. SK says, well, they will eventually become extinct after all, seeing as they do not procreate. Well, that's depressing. Wonder why Serena decided to make a race that, by nature of not being able to procreate, will eventually just go extinct. Maybe they were like her first creations, and she didn't have the foresight yet. Mister, if you are determined to hold true to your convictions as a dedicated businessman, then would this help you? The dirt merchant lays a hand gratefully on the scarf. I feel warmer already just touching such obviously fine wool, stranger. Thank you. You sure about giving up such a precious possession, lass? Surely we could use something less steeped in tradition and prestige to help the frostbitten laddie out. As a reminder, we acquired this scarf as a graduation token for being, well, to put it bluntly, the only surviving member of a school. Madame Prelight suggested in her parting words that maybe even a complete stranger might need the scarf someday. That day might be this one. Wait there, strangers. The merchant nature in me cannot allow a favor from even his own customers to go unrepaid. Here, take this as my thanks. On the house. You received Lady Ares' cure-all. It's a new breakthrough that an elven friend of mine has had in inventing more effective conventional medicine, so miraculous in alleviating nearly any symptoms of common illness that she named it after the revered goddess of healing herself, Lady Ares. Who knows, it might be a lifesaver in long, treacherous journeys for adventurous folks like yourselves. Hey, don't get my hopes up, I know this time it's just a key item. Where is it in the inventory? I had trouble finding the scarf last time, but I obviously had it. There it is, Ares' Cure. So now I know where these items are located next time I trade one in. Anything else, by the way? Not offering to sell anything. Huh. Okay, from here... We need to head to Harper's Ferry in Aquavale. Okay, we are looking for a young mother. Where is she? I remember seeing her. Was it you? No. I thought she was outside somewhere. Oh, was it you? No, you're a girl who is disgusted at the sight of monsters. Could have sworn it was somebody who was wandering around outside. Maybe it was that person walking around. No, it's gonna be inside one of the houses. Well, that shouldn't be too difficult. There's only so many houses we can go into. Here you are. Oh, there we go. Was wondering about you and your baby. More importantly, where the baby was. Young mother, formerly the expecting mother. Oh, Earthling and Elvenian heroes! It is heaven's blessing that you all have come to visit me now of all times. I beg you to understand. In spite of how much you all must sacrifice already for all of the world, can you please be so very kind as to help one insignificant soul as myself with a most dire worry in her young mother's heart? With such earnestness, madame, surely it would be a crime to turn you away even at a time when the entire world may need us. Oh, thank you so much. You all may have been my only hope. You see, it is my infant child. He was born without incident, yet for the past several days he has suffered the same feverish illness that many of us poor desert-dwelling humans have fallen prey to, living in this wasteland beneath Lord Grandis' heel. Either or. It has been said that one among you earthling humans still has the healing power of the goddess of nobility, Ares Til None, on his side. If that person could only call upon her to heal my poor suffering child, I beg you all. It is me, miss. I promise I will do my best to help him at all costs to me. Please have no fear. The young mother bows in sincere humility. My distress over my child's well-being has been in vain now that I have the assurance of your kindness, everyone. I will eternally be in your debt. You think too highly of us, madam. I don't know. Having all this magical healing power is pretty big deal. Miss Sarah, your experience as a nurse would be most beneficial to me in this. Yes. Let us tend to the child's fever using the medicine that Merchant and Lemune gave to us before anything else. Here, I thought this would be going to Panaka in regards to his... Oh, what was it? Whatever his illness is. The red coughing fit. The young mother is almost in tears. I cannot tell you all how grateful I am. It is a blessed comfort to see that the divine power of healing still exists in this world somehow. If not for you, my baby would surely have died. Thank you, everyone. I'm kind of surprised Tusk did not walk over there, too, for the process. The party has lost Lady Ares' cure-all and gained the treasure house key. SK says, well, technically we did already help Panaka's cough with the Metox herb. Oh, okay. It's been a while. Kind of forgot. I've been holding this for a long time in naive hope that someone would come to this village who would be willing to drive the Lunas Ogre Knights away, in which case what lies locked away in the treasure house could very well ensure such a hero's success. I myself do not know what that treasure is, but somehow, in my heart, I am certain you all will possess the means to see its value and wield it against the darkness you fight with reverential discernment. Must be a few pieces of Serena's brooch in there. Come on, guys. Let's go score us some angel-grade victuals. Shermie turns up her nose. Barbarian. I will be praying for you all. A bit of a shame that we can't interact with a baby. Anything else we can swipe? Nope. Okay, time to finally open that shed. Use the treasure room key. It's empty? Wait. Ari looks into the chest with Lisa's monocle. It's filled to the brim with affinity fragments. Found 21 affinity fragments. 3 of each kind. Nice. I will definitely have to think of, put some thought into who to give those to. Ari glances up at the portrait on the wall. Thanks for the help, Lisa. When we fight the Lord of Darkness, we'll send a fireball his way on your behalf. Well, I guess that means I want to bring Uri along to the final battle. Anything new with you? That lunar silver knight will never be able to find the true treasure in this place. Monsters like him will never come to possess spiritual sight. Nothing new. Please, Sir Knight, and the other 3 heroes who have come to our world to save us, drive those bad monsters away from Aquavale, so that the village may be at peace again. No? How about you? Do you have to believe me? It really was an angel I saw on the horizon over the direction of Paprika Desert. We'll find out what is going on there eventually. Okay, so what do I want to do next? Well, that's the end of the training quest, so... Yay! Let's take a look at all of these affinity fragments. That is indeed a bunch of affinity fragments. Attack, HP, defense, MP, agility, status, luck. SK is heading off. Alright, nice to have you, even if for a little bit. How's my money situation? Given that we're supposedly going to be going on to the final boss, I suppose I could go ahead and buy some wait, no, let's not buy some stuff yet, because I was told that there is one other thing I should consider doing as soon as I have the chance. That said, I won't exactly have the chance yet. That'll come after I enter the final dungeon. Okay, so let's recap. We are currently in Aquavale, the continent of Aquavale, and we have been going through each of these 4 castles, towers actually, where various Lunas Elru knights have been hanging around waiting for us to fight them. And we have finished fighting them. And in the process... I was not on the spot that I thought it would be. In the process, we have acquired these plates, which are needed in order to access the final dungeon. And we have all 4 of them now. The Jester plate, the Crystal plate, the Lotus plate, and the Shadow plate. So let's go ahead and access the final dungeon. but we're not actually going to explore it quite yet. There's something else I want to do, but I won't be able to do it until we go onto the next memory card. Well, this is it, everyone. We've beaten the Lunas Elber Knights, except for Grandis, our greatest enemies that we've had to face throughout this entire adventure. And now we have the keys necessary to transition us into the final act of our story. Are we really ready for this? Yes. Aye, laddie. Ready as I'll ever be. Once the emblems are returned to their proper holdings, the path to us Earthlings and the Elvenians' ultimate fate will be made clear. The Dark Lord will know that we have passed his trial and will now be waiting expectantly for us. We know. Please just dispel the barrier before I lose my nerve. I'm assuming nothing would have... Huh. I assume nothing would have happened had I tried stepping onto those, circular portal-looking things. The way to our final confrontation with the Lord of Darkness is now open to us. We may choose to go to him now and put an end to our story once and for all, or... we can risk losing everything now and go with you to Paprika Desert to help you find Zalies like you asked of everyone last night, Priyan. We know. I think we should all take some time to think this through before coming to a decision on whether or not to put this world at risk by helping Priyan save this one person. Paprika Desert is no doubt very dangerous considering all that we've heard from the Elvenians about the place so far. And we also definitely don't know how long the Dark Lord is willing to wait for us before he gets impatient and starts making some Elvenians, other than us, suffer for it. Chapter 10, Arc Arath. It is kind of weird that the chapter title is the title of the game. Also, it's the final chapter. But we're not actually starting the final chapter yet. That doesn't actually happen until we go after the memory card change. Kind of weird. So let's go ahead and do this then. I have already prepared the next memory card. So we're going on to memory card number 16. That is interesting considering I know for a fact that there's 17 memory cards, which means that the final battle will possibly have its own exclusive memory card. As for what we need to do right now, well, for one thing, I'm definitely going to want to make sure I'm actually prepared to go to the final dungeon, which I'm not. I need to decide on a team and also decide who gets those last affinity fragments. But there was something that SK suggested that I do before we go there. So, alright then, we actually did not enter the final dungeon only to just leave it immediately. Instead, we just opened it up. Oh, I was about to say, why is the music different? You can't change the music on the world map. Well, it's because we're on a different world map. That's right. These plates were supposed to reveal the final location, which is a castle in the sky. In other words, that is the final dungeon. Let's go somewhere else.